North Bay Battalion is proud to select Ryder Carey of the Oakville Rangers.
Yeah, obviously Ryder was somebody we targeted early on in the year. He came out of a great program in Oakville, and he provides a lot of what we need. He's got a nice confidence about him. He's an offensive threat. He can play both sides of the puck. He's got a physical element, and I don't think he's done growing yet either, which is going to help him in the style of play that he has. We had an excellent meeting with the family prior to the draft, and he really stood out to us as somebody that would fit well in our program in North Bay, and somebody who we thought could excel as a 16, 17, and up to 18, 19-year-old. Well, I think, to what you just mentioned, he really showed his versatility on that team. He could play different forward positions. He could play the left side, right side, up front. He was a center. So that versatility is only going to help him get into our league. Being able to have more tools in your toolbox, being more valuable in different situations. And for me, watching him as much as we did, he seemed to always score big goals. He had a knack for putting the puck in the net in key times. And, we loved his excitement when he scored or when his teammates scored. And I think some of those attributes are really going to help him as he enters the OHL next year.
North Bay Battalion is proud to select Kent Greer of the Barrie Junior Colts.
Yeah, Kent's another guy who has a really high hockey IQ. A puck-moving defenseman with some really good offensive tools. We really loved his game in that Barrie team, and they had a little bit of an up-and-down season, having a coaching change in the middle of the year, but he seemed to be consistent all the way through, and that really stood out to us. As we look at the depth of our team and what we've done over the last 3 years, he definitely fills a need for us on the back end, and somebody with that offensive-minded game, and I think he's going to fit in really well with the style of play we have. And he already has quite a few friends on our team. I guess they grew up together, and he got an opportunity to spend some time with us last year during the playoffs and be around the team and see. And we're really excited for what Kent's going to bring to us. Yeah, it's a unique position sitting in the draft, especially after day one for an hour or so waiting to draft. But Quinn was somebody that we had ranked a lot higher. So when that pick came available and he was still on the board, it was kind of a no-brainer for us. A guy who competes extremely hard, can score, can really shoot it, really personable kid, somebody we feel that has a bright future ahead of him and a lot of skills that will fit really well with what we're trying to do here. Yeah, so Cam's somebody we kind of knew about going into the season. He's a Barrie resident, and we kind of put him on a board so that we could track him throughout the season. And we had different opportunities to watch him play throughout the year, and obviously at the OHL Cup playing for TPH. But we just loved his style. He lived at the net. He played physical. He has a lot of attributes that our coaching staff really love in a player, and he was a guy that we thought in this round was a little bit of a steal, because if he probably would have played in the GTHL or the OMHA or the Alliance, he probably wouldn't have been a much higher pick. So he's a guy that we see playing in our league, and he's a guy that I think is going to excel within our program. Yeah, he's a guy that played really well throughout the year and was consistent. He knows who he is as a player, and he kind of sticks to his strengths. And for us, that's really important when you're drafting players. And he's a guy that we feel still has a lot of growth in terms of his body and weight to put on. So, another guy with a really big appetite to get better and improve. And somebody, again, we see, developing over the next 12 to 14 months and being a really key member of our group as we move forward. Yeah, both guys stood out to us, the majority of the year. Breckelman, plays with some sandpaper. He can really shoot the puck, and just somebody that we targeted early on in the year as somebody who plays a style that we like to play. In Lucas, unfortunately he was hurt during the OHL Cup, but we'll take some pride in being able to get him in that 8th round, because I think if he played in that OHL Cup, I think he's going higher. Obviously we have his brother in our program, and Owen has been nothing but one of the best citizens that we brought into our program. He's a hard worker, a great leader. He does a little bit of everything, and Lucas is kind of cut from that same cloth, and he's got some growth to do in terms of his body and maturity, but his skills and his hockey IQ and compete are really high. Yeah, I think we're in a little bit of a unique position where we've gone to the conference finals 3 years in a row, and We're retooling a little bit in terms of our roster, and we're really excited to see what's going to come in August. We just finished up some meetings this week, and we're about 2 weeks away from kicking things off here. And our draft class is exciting. A lot of the guys we drafted last year as well that we followed pretty closely had really good years. Have really progressed physically and are looking for spots as well. And we're looking forward to a competitive camp and getting this season underway.